Sony have just released the brand new 16mm 1.8 lens, and we're going to be doing a portrait session here with Suki.
Hi.
We're going to be going around London using the architecture, using sharp lines, and how we can create some really cool portraits with this lens. Obviously shooting everything at 1.8, it's going to create an awesome depth of field. We'll be going over some portrait photography tips and tricks, as well as what it's like to be a model. So I'm going to ask Suki some questions as well. Let's get straight into the video before we lose the light. Maybe do that again and then have the bag like closer to me. When you're working with models, it's super important to communicate. Don't like touch them, very important. So just like move the bag forward, move the bag back. That's great. And then, okay, then the bag is really nicely, yeah, that's really cool. Suki's also really good at changing position when she's hearing the click and then changing. So again, some models might not be so used to that. So you can always then say, let's change pose every few times. You can come up with poses as well. When you are taking portraits, again, it's really important that the model knows the focal length you're shooting with, so then they can adjust and create really cool poses for that. Let's say you're on a 35, like it's really important to then say moving forward, moving back, how much of their body is in frame. Again, obviously we are on the 16mm 1.8. Again, the size, you guys know how small it is. If you watch my previous video, which is the first impressions, insanely small, and I've got it on A7C II. It looks super, super tiny. So we're using the ultra wide, and that means I do need to come a bit closer. So you're gonna have to make sure that when you are communicating with the model, making sure you make sure you let them know you're moving in, potentially to get a bit closer, moving out. Obviously, just communicate. Communication, super important for portrait photography. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm just gonna come in a bit closer now, so we'll get, yeah, that's awesome. What, 3, 2, 1, shooting. Let me just wait, do that again, sorry, I'm waiting for someone to move. So there's people now, because it's end of work, people are coming into frame. Look at the bag now. Yeah, that's cool. All of the images you are seeing have been edited with my preset collection. Head to the link in the description after this video to check them out.
So cool.
I'm not, hello mate. Oh, no, don't film him. We've been asked very nicely not to stand on here, that's fine. We'll move over this way. Nice whip pans to his face. Sorry mate, what was that? On a 16mm? You're gonna see me absolutely shit myself in that clip. Go, whoa, don't film him. Oh, no, don't film him.
Do you think shooting through this, this handle would work? Right.
Yeah, let's try.
Yeah. I can remove this as well.
This is, again, great. Feeding off ideas, back and forth.
Should I just use one? Should I overlap?
No, but what we should do is not have your hands in it. So if you hold like that, yeah. Or maybe one hand holding and the other hand's like involved somehow on your, yeah, in your pose.
Look in my eye.
Oh, that's really cool actually. Yeah, big fan of that. So I'm currently using the circular sculpture behind as more of a halo. Having 11 aperture blades obviously helps with that creamy, dreamy bokeh, and for only, I say only, it's still £850 for this lens. I think is actually quite a fair price. It is obviously a G lens. Yeah, that's awesome. So far I think it's great, and I'm really excited to edit these shots. Obviously you'll have seen a bunch of them already, but I'm hoping that they are as crispy and sharp as they look right now, because they look pretty good. Okay, yeah, nice. So we're currently looking for a reflection so I can shoot down. That looks really cool. So let's see how, so what if you turn this way? Sorry, other way? Yeah, and then come forward towards me, just a step, yeah. Okay, that looks actually pretty cool. Let's see. Right, I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm gonna come a bit closer to you. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we've arrived at the next location. It's pissing down with rain, so we're gonna be super quick so Suki doesn't get too wet. We've got the architecture here from the Royal Exchange. Really nice leading lines. We're gonna use the leading lines this way, and then hopefully with some cool poses, it'll look good. With the 16mm 1.8, shooting a 1.8 obviously. You'll have seen the settings on the screen from the previous shots, but my ISO now is getting to around the 1,600 mark. So it's pretty high, but you'll be able to see, hopefully, the Sony cameras do work so well in low light. We can afford to push them up. So yeah, just something to think about there. Okay, that's really nice. If I just do that, yeah, dope. Yeah, we can do that frame.
Ooh, sorry.
No, you're good. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so quick question. From a model's perspective, any tips for photographers or things that you've come across? And like, what's important for you as a model?
I would say always communicate with your model as to what kind of thing you're aiming to, where you're shooting from, like how much of the body you're getting in, because then they know how to, if you're doing portraits, for example, it's easier to know whether to frame your face, or if you're doing full body, to like create shapes, all that kind of thing. Don't be afraid to move your angles as well, because quite a few people, they do just stay in one place, but it's nice to experiment, you know, see up close, far away, at an angle, you know, yeah, just
Get
experiment.
creative.
Yeah, get
yeah.
creative.
Amazing.
Go high, etc.
Great tips there. Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, so that looks really cool. And then the bus will basically come to the left, obviously waiting for a bus. Okay, so let's try leaning back. Okay, that's probably not what we want. What about if we put hands up? How does that look? Single hand, this one. So we've got it at 1/4 of a second. So I've got to be super still, as has Suki, because she can't move, because if she moves, obviously it'll be blurring her. The idea is then when the bus comes through, that will create the movement. And we're doing it in landscape because portrait's a little bit cramped and it gives us room to have bus, building and Suki on the side. I'm also going to use tap focus because then we're just focused on her. So shooting in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I hope I didn't move too much. Oh, another one. 3, 2, 1. This bus is creeping through. All right, sick. Mega. All right, that's wicked. Okay, so now we're going to create movement. We noticed that Suki's the only person in red. Everyone else is just in black, as obviously it's a rush hour. So we're going to get movement. Suki's going to be standing still. We're shooting at 1/5 of a second. We're going to see and hopefully get loads of movement around her. We've got some leading lines. There's people coming, so we're going to start shooting now. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're on. So we're just using the leading lines here, and then a few shots. We've got some nice lines in 3, 2, 1, shooting. Just trying to get some light on your face. That's really cool. Cool, so we're gonna go super wide now, obviously on the 16mm. You come just into the middle, so the importance of symmetry is making sure that wherever you're shooting, if your subject wants to be in the middle, we want super symmetry. What if you're like more of like a power stance, like we're just waiting for these guys, they're running. All right, so this way just ever so slightly. Okay, 3, 2, 1, gotta shoot. People are there, 3, 2, 1. That's sick. Yeah, I like that. I'll just show you so you can like see. It's obviously really far away, but it's just quite nice to get some symmetry. And the red pops. Yeah, and the red pops really nicely, so. So we finished shooting our portraits on the 16mm 1.8 lens. Thank you so much to Suki. What's your handle so people can check you out?
Sukinya.uk is the handle. So SUKINYA.
On Instagram, it's on the screen, you guys will be able to see it. But yeah, overall, it was super fun to get creative with the wide angle lens for portraits. And yeah, I would highly recommend if you do want to pick this lens up, it's going to be great for portraits if you'd like to get some creative angles. It's also great for architecture and obviously astrophotography. I'm excited to be testing this lens out again for astro. We've had a lot of rain in London. There's not been clear skies. We haven't been able to go out and shoot it, but I will be doing that in the future to see how it performs. But thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video very soon.